Alright class, it's May-June 2021 of your O Level Addmath and it's paper 1-1. Alright, it's question number 1. You need to sketch the graph of y equals to 5 times x plus 1, 3x minus 2 and x minus 2. Firstly, we need to find out the coordinates for the x-axis when y is 0. So when you place y as 0, you will get x equals to minus 1, you will get x equals to 2, and you will get x equals to 2 over 3. So these are the 3 points you are going to get when y is 0. And for y-intercept when x is 0, so when I place x is 0, it's 1, x is 0, it's minus 2 and minus 2. Minus 2, it's 4 and 4 4 5s are 20. So on y-axis the point I'll get is 0 comma 20. So these are the 4 intercepts point we need to highlight at the basic step. Now we need to plot those points with a curve. So that's how your curve looks like, right? It's a cubical function. It cuts the x-axis at 3 points and we can observe on the graph as well. And for part B it says hence find the value of x for which now this whole function is basically equals to y. So this expression is what? It's y greater than 0. So we need to highlight the region where we have y greater than 0 and y is greater than 0 at this portion, right? So if you write down the range of x for this portion, so I can say that for this portion x should be greater than minus 1 and lesser than 2 over 3. That is my first values of x. And when y is greater than 0, that means these are the values, right? And for this interval the value of x, it should be greater than 2. So these are the values of x which we need to find in the second part, and that is your answer. Alright, it's question number 2 from the topic integration. It says that you need to integrate the function from the limits 3 to 5. It's 1 divided by x minus 1 dx minus integral of 1 divided by x minus 1 whole square dx. Alright, after that this function on the left side we can integrate it easily, but for this one we need to arrange it first. So it will be integral of 3 to 5, it's 1 over x minus 1 dx, and this function it will be integral of x minus 1. When you shift in the numerator it will be power 2 and it's dx, right? Now the limits are 3 to 5 for both of the integral. Now the first integral, the derivative of the denominator is present in the numerator, so the integral is x minus 1, right? And the limits we have, it's from 3 to 5 minus the integral of this portion is 1, which is already present here, so the integral will be minus x minus 1 with the power of minus 2 plus 1, it leads to minus 1, and divided by minus 1, which I have already written over here. So now that is your integral, and the limits we have, it's from 3 to 5. There is no need to write down the c because we are dealing with definite integrals. And now it will be ln of upper limit is 5 minus 1. Alright, upper limit minus lower limit is 3 minus 1 minus minus plus x minus 1 to the power minus 1 is 1 over x minus 1, and the limits we have, it's from 3 to 5. So right now you have 5 minus 1 is 4 minus 3 minus 1 is 2 plus it's 1 over upper limit is 5 minus 1 upper limit minus lower limit is 1 upon 3 minus 1. So it's ln of 4 minus 2 plus 1 over 5 minus 1, it's 4 minus 1 upon 3 minus 1, it's 2. So it's ln of 2 plus, when you take LCM, it's 4, so it will be 1 minus 2. So you can say that it's ln 2 plus, not plus, it's minus 1 over 4. And that is your answer. Alright, it's question number 3 from the remainder factor. It says the polynomial p of x is ax cube minus 9x square plus bx minus 6, where a and b are constants, has a factor of x minus 2. That means we have a first value, it's x equals to 2. The polynomial has a remainder of 66 when divided by x minus 3. It means that when you place the value of x equals to 3, the remainder we have, it's 66. Find the value of a and b. Alright. So firstly, it says that it has a factor. For factor, we know that the remainder is 0. So when I place the value x equals to 2 in my equation, so that will be a, instead of x is 2 cube minus 9, x is 2 plus b, x is 2 minus 6, and the factor, that means is equals to 0. So the equation we have, it's 8a minus 2 square, 4 9s are 36, plus 2b minus 6 equals to 0. We can simplify the equation a little bit more. 8a plus 2b minus 36 minus 6 leads to minus 42 equals to 0. You can take 2 common here, so that will be 4a plus b minus 21 equals to 0, and the first equation is 4a plus b minus 21 equals to 0. That is my first equation. For my next condition, the condition is when x is 3. Alright, so now the x is 3, so instead of x I'm placing 3 now. So it's 3 square plus b times 3 minus 6 equals to, and the remainder is 66 this time. 3 cube, it's 27a minus 3 square, 9 9s are 81, plus 3b minus 66 on the right side, it will be 66 plus 6, and it's 72. Now we have 27a plus 3b equals to, when we shift 81 on the right side, it will be 72 plus 81, and now the final equation we get 27a plus 3b equals to 153. We can take 3 common here, so when you take 3 common, it's 9a plus b equals to 153. 3 is multiplying, when you shift it will be divided, so it will be 9a plus b equals to 153 divided by 3 leads to 51, and that is my second equation. Alright, now we have two equations and two unknown. We need to solve them simultaneously. So the first equation we have, it's 4a plus b minus 21 equals to 0, and the next equation we have, it's 9a plus b equals to 51. For my first equation, if I shift 21 on the right side, so that will be equals to 21. All right, and now I can easily solve it. Firstly, I need to change the sign. So when I change the sign, b and b cancels, so the leftover is what, 4a minus 9a, it's minus 5a equals to 21 minus 51, it's minus 30. So you will get the value of a, and it's 6. With the help of a, we can find the value of b, so I'm using equation 1 here. You can use any equation. So it's 4a is 6 plus b minus 21 equals to 0. 4 6 are 24 plus b minus 21 equals to 0. So you will get the value of b, and it's negative 3. So that is your first part answer. After that, use your values of a and b. Show that p of x is equals to x minus 2 and q of x, where q of x is a quadratic factor, to be found. Alright. At first, the equation we have, it's now p of x is equals to, instead of a, I'm going to place the value, so it will be 6x cube minus 9x square, plus b is minus 3x minus 6. It is already given that x minus 2 is a factor, so x minus 2 means that x is equals to 2. By applying the method of synthetic division, we can easily solve it. So for synthetic division, at first we need to place the coefficient 6, minus 9, minus 3, and 6. Alright, and the first factor we have, it's 2, and now we need to solve it. So the rules are, the first number comes as it is, so that will be 6. 2 6 are 12, minus 9 plus 12, it's 3. 2 3s are 6. 6 minus 3, it's 3, and 2 3s are 6. Alright, this one is minus 6 here in the question. So minus 6 plus 6 leads to 0, and now the equation we have, it's 6x square plus 3x plus 3 equals to 0. That is your quadratic function q of x, which we are looking for. In the last part, it says solve the equation p of x is equals to 0. Alright, so p of x equation we have, it's 6x cube minus 9x square minus 3x minus 6, and instead of px, I'm going to place the value 0 that is given you in the question. Alright, now instead of this expression, I can write in this form, which is given in the second part, that it equals to x minus 2, and for q of x we had find out the function, it's 6x square plus 3x plus 3. Alright, now the two brackets are multiplying, so we need to equate 1 by 1 to 0. X minus 2 equal to 0, and 6x square plus 3x plus 3 equals to 0. So you got your value for x is equals to 2, and when you solve this equation, so it won't be a solution here, because in the under root sign you will get the negative value, so that means it's no solution possible for this case. So you have only one value of x, that is x equals to 2, and you need to show the same. Alright, it's question number 4 from the topic binomial expansion. The first three terms in the expansion of a plus x power q multiply with 1 minus x upon cube x upon 3, and it's 5. An ascending power of x can be written in the form of 27 plus bx plus cx square, where a, b, c and are integers. Find the value of a, b and c. Alright, so first we need to apply the expansion here. So for the first part, a plus x cube, I am solving both of them individually, so it will be very easy for you to understand. The working formula we have, it's a to the power n plus n combination 1, a to the power n minus 1 2, and b to the power 1. So b we have, it's x plus n combination 2, right? A to the power 3 minus 2 is 1, and x to the power 2, and we have 3 combination 3, a to the power 3 minus 3, it's 0, and x to the power cube. So now it will be a cube plus 3 combination 1 is 3 a square x plus 3 combination 2 is 3 ax square plus 3 combination 3 is 1, so it's only x power cube. Alright, similarly I will start the expansion of my next bracket. It's 1 minus x over 3 to the power 5, so it will be 1 to the power 5 minus n combination 1. Now we have the value of a, that is equals to 1, so 1 is independent on the power, right? Whatever the power of 1, it will be remain 1, so we are going to ignore the first part, that is a, for the expansion. Now it's 5 combination 1, and the power of b, it's 1, so x upon 3 plus 5 combination 2 x upon 3 square plus, not plus, now this time we have minus 5 combination 3 x upon 3 and whole power cube, and then it goes on. We don't need to expand this much because the highest power we are getting is x square. Alright, now it will be 1 minus 5 combination is 5x upon 3, 5 combination 2, it's 10x square divided by 9 minus, and it's so on, right? Now I'm going to place the value of these two expansion at this place. So we have a plus x cube, and the expansion of a plus x whole cube, it's a cube plus 3 a square x plus 3ax square plus x cube. And for 1 minus x power x upon 3 power 5, the expansion we have, it's 1 minus 5x upon 3 plus 10x square divided by 9 minus, and it goes on. Alright, now the expanded form we have, it's 27 plus bx plus cx square. Now for 27, I will first observe the constants only. Alright, now when you multiply a cube with 1, you will get the constant, it will be a cube, right? And after that we are not getting any other constant, because when you are going to multiply a cube with any of these two terms, x is involved, so that won't be a constant anymore. So we have a constant a cube, and on the right side we have a constant 27. When you apply cube root on both sides, you will get the value of a, and it is equals to 3. After that we are going to focus on the coefficients of x. So on your left hand side, when you multiply a cube with 5x upon 3, you will get the term involved x, so that will be minus 5a cube upon 3, that is your first one. And when you multiply 3a square x with 1, so you will get positive 3 a square, right? That are the coefficient of x. On the right side, the coefficient of x we have, it's b only, and now we can find out the value of b by placing the value of a. So it's minus 5, a is what? It's 3 power cube divided by 3 plus 3, a is what? It's 3 square. So minus 5, 3 and its power cancel, so the leftover power is 2. Minus 5, 3 square is 9 plus 3 square 9, 9 threes are 27. So it will be equals to minus 18. Alright. So you got your value of b, it's minus 18. And for c part, now if you observe that c is basically the coefficient of x square, so now we need to focus on the numbers for x square only. Alright, so for x square, the first term I'm looking for is 10x square upon 9, right? It has also contained x square, so we need to multiply this term by a constant only, that is a cube. So firstly, when I multiply a cube with 10 over 9, so you are dealing with the coefficient of x square. Alright. Similarly, when you multiply 3a square x with negative 5x upon 3, so you will get x square. So now it will be plus minus minus, 3 5s are 15, a square divided by 3. And lastly, when you multiply 3ax square with the 1, you will get the coefficient of x square. So that will be plus 3a. Alright, these three terms contain the coefficient of x square. On the right side, the coefficient of x square is c. Now you have the value of a, which you can place in this equation to find out the value of c here. So a is 3, it's 3 cube times 10 over 9 minus 15. A is 3, 3 square is 9 over 3 plus 3 threes are 9 equals to c. So 3 cube is 27 times 10 divided by 9 minus 3 ones are 3, 3 fives are 15, 5 nines are 45 plus 9 equals to c. 9 ones are 9, 9 threes are 27, 3 tens are 30 minus 45 plus 9 equals to c. 30 minus 45 leads to negative 15 plus 9 equals to c, and c equals to negative 6. Alright, it's question number 5 from the topic functions. In the first part, it says you have the function f of x and it is equals to x square plus 4x. We need to find out the range of f of x and x belongs to real number. Alright, so firstly what I will do, I will arrange the equation in this form: a x minus h whole square plus k. So with the help of this equation, I can easily identify the range of the function. So how you are going to do that? It will be x square plus 4x. We need to divide the coefficient of x by 2, so that will be 2 and square of it. So we need to add plus 4 and negative 4. Alright, now this will be an identity here, so it will be x plus 2 whole square, and outside the bracket it's minus 4. So the value, the highest value, it will be occur at x equals to minus 2, right? So when you place x equals to minus 2, you will get, this will be 0 and the leftover is minus 4. So you can say that the lowest value of f of x equals to minus 4. It says the range. So the value of f of x will be always greater than equals to negative 4. It can never be lesser than this value. So that is your first part answer. After that, it says write down the range of g. So you have the function g of x equals to 1 plus e to the power 2x. Alright, so if I draw the curve of e to the power x, it will be starting from the 1, right? That will be act as an asymptote 1, and the graph will behave like this one. Alright, since the range domain x belongs to real number, so the range of g of x, its range, it should be always greater than 1. It won't meet this line, it will be always greater than this line. So the range is always greater than 1. And last part, find the exact solution of the equation f of g of x equals to 21. Express your answer as a single logarithm. Alright, so f of g of x will be what? We need to highlight the function of f. So it's x square plus 4x, and instead of x we are going to place function of g, which is 1 plus e to the power 2x, 1 plus e to the power 2x, and it's equals to 21. So that will be an identity of a square plus 2ab plus b square. E to the power 2x whole square will be e to the power 4x plus 4 plus 4e to the power 2x equals to 21. So if I arrange the equation, so it will be e to the power 4x, alright. 2e power 2x plus 4e power 2x leads to plus 6e power 2x, and after that the leftover 1 plus 4, it's 5, and on the right side we have it's 21. So now if I arrange the equation, it will be e to the power 4x plus e to the power 4x plus 6e power 2x minus 16 equals to 0. At this point we are going to make the substitution here, and it's e power 2x equals to y. Alright, so now it will be y square plus 6y minus 16 equals to 0. So we can apply the middle term here, y square plus 8y minus 2y minus 16 equals to 0. Taking common, it's y plus 8 minus 2, y plus 8 equals to 0, or you can say that it's y minus 2, y plus 8 equals to 0. So you got two values of y equals to 2 and y equals to negative 8. The substitution we made is e to the power 2x equals to y. So when y equals to 2, it will be e to the power 2x equals to 2. We need to eliminate ln here, so we are going to apply exponential here. So we need to apply ln on both sides. So on my left side, it's 2x is equals to ln of 2. I can say that x equals to 1 upon 2 ln of 2, or x equals to ln of 2 with the power 1 upon 2. That is my first answer, right? The second one, e to the power 2x equals to y, that is my substitution. E to the power 2x equals to minus 8, applying ln on both sides. That will be no solution possible because ln of negative values are unsolvable. So the answer we have, it's this one, x equals to ln of 2 with the power 1 upon 2, or you can say that it's x equals to ln of under root 2. They both are same. Question number 6 from the topic permutation. It says find how many different 5-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 1, 3, 5, 6, 8 and 9. No digit may be used more than once in any 5-digit number. Alright, so how many digits we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 numbers, and among those 6 numbers we are looking for 5-digit numbers. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so in the first space I have 6 possible outcomes. For the second, 5, 4, 3, 2. So you need to multiply all the numbers. It will be 720. That is your answer. Alright, for the next one, how many of these 5-digit numbers are odd? Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the number to be odd, at the last number I can have either it's 1, it's 3, it's 5, or it's 9, right? So there are 4 possible outcomes at the last position, right? And the other numbers, there are no restrictions for these 4 numbers, right? So we have 6 numbers. Among those 6 numbers, one number is placed here. So how many numbers are left? We have 5 numbers left, and among those 5 numbers, any 4 numbers can be placed here. So the final answer is 5p4 multiplied by 4, which gives you the value of 480, and that is your answer. After that, how many of these 5-digit numbers are odd and greater than 60,000? Alright, so we have 5-digit number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will make options here. If it's greater than 60,000, so the options for the first number, either it can be 6, 8 or 9. Alright, so I will make it that the first number is 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The second number is 8 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The third number is 9. Alright. At the last number, the possible options we have, either it's 1, 3, 5 and 9 to make it an odd number. If the number starts from 8, the number of options we have are same, either it's 1, 3, 5 and 9, right? But if the number starts from 9, so the options we have to make it an odd number, it's 1, 3 and 5. We cannot use 9 because it is at the beginning of the number. Alright, for the leftover numbers, that means these three numbers. Alright, so how many numbers have been picked? One number at the beginning and one number at the end. So there are leftover four numbers, and among four numbers we can pick three numbers, right? Similar here, there are four numbers, we can pick three numbers, and for the last one as well, there are leftover four numbers and we can pick three numbers. Alright, if you consider the last number, so there are four possible outcomes for the first case, right? And among those four we can pick one. For the second one it's 4p1, but for the third one it's 3p1. The final answer we have, it's 4p3 times 4p1 plus 4p3 times 4p1 plus 4p3 times 3p1. So if you expand, 4p3 is 24 times 4 plus 4p3 is 24 times 4 plus 4p3 is 24 times 3p1 is 3. When you solve them, you will get the answer 264, and that is your final answer. Alright, for the part B, it says given that 45 into nc4 is equals to n plus 1 times n plus 1 c5. So before expansion this, you must know the working formula of NCR, which says n factorial divided by r factorial and n minus r factorial. We are going to apply this formula here. So it's 45 times, now it's n factorial divided by n minus 4 factorial into 4 factorial is equals to n plus 1 as it is, and here it will be n plus 1 factorial divided by 5 factorial, and it's n plus 1 minus 5 factorial. Right. If you solve it, so it will be 45. Now what is n factorial is n minus 1 factorial and so on divided by n minus 4 factorial into 4 factorial is equals to n plus 1 times n plus 1 factorial divided by 5 factorial, and it's n minus 4 factorial. Alright, further what we can do, n minus 4 factorial and n minus 4 factorial simplifies. So we have 45 into n minus 1 factorial divided by 4 factorial is equals to n plus 1 as it is. Now we need to expand this factorial here. So for factorial, the first term, it's n plus 1 as it is, and now it will be n plus 1 minus 1, n plus 1 minus 2 factorial, and so on divided by. In the denominator it's 5 factorial, that means it's 5 into 4 factorial. Alright, now 4 factorial and 4 factorial simplifies. So in the numerator we have 45 into n minus 1 factorial is equals to n plus 1 whole square, because there are 2 n plus 1 we have, and after that it's n, only n because 1 and 1 cancels, and it will be n minus 1 factorial divided by 5. Now we can again simplify it, because n minus 1 factorial, n minus 1 factorial cancels, and n cancel. So what is left behind, it's 45 is equals to n plus 1 whole square divided by 5. So you can multiply 5 and 45, leads to 225 equals to n plus 1 whole square. We can eliminate the square sign by applying root on both sides. So
So the under root of 225, it's 15, is equals to n plus 1. And after that you can easily find out the value of n, and that will be equals to 14, and that is your answer. Question number 7, it is from the kinematics. It says diagram show the displacement time graph for a runner for 0 till 40. Find the distance the runner has traveled when t equals to 40. So you need to find out the distance. So when you observe from 0 to 10, so the distance is 50. Alright, so firstly for the first 10 seconds the distance is 10, and after that if you observe from 10 to this point, again the distance 50 has been covered, and then the extra 10 meters also covered. Alright, so firstly it 50 meter has been covered, and after that 60 meter. Why 60? Because at this point to this point again 50 meter has been covered, and this extra portion here. So the total distance covered, it's 110 meters. For the next part you need to construct the velocity time graph. Alright, so here I will do the rough work which you need to highlight. Alright, so for the first 10 seconds what is the velocity? So velocity is rise over run. Rise we have it's 50, and run we have it's 10 for the first 10 seconds, so that means it's 5. Alright, so firstly from 0 to 10 you have a straight line from 0 till 10 at 5, that is your first part, and after that from 10 till 40 this line is a negative gradient. Alright, so when you need to find out the velocity, so the rise portion we have it's from this point to this point, so the rise we have it's 60, and for the run part we have it's 30, so that is a 2, but since the gradient is negative so it's minus 2. Now you need to highlight the line from at minus 2 from 10 till 40, and this is your graph of velocity time looks like.
Alright, in the part B, that is from kinematics, it says that a particle P moves in a straight line such that its displacement from a fixed point at time t is s. The acceleration of P is given by, so we have the acceleration expression, it's a is equals to 2t plus 4 with the power of minus 1 upon t for t is greater than 0. Given that p has a velocity of 9 when t equals to 6, find the velocity of p at time t. Alright. So firstly we have a expression for acceleration. We need to integrate it to find out the expression for velocity. So we have velocity is equals to integral of 2t plus 4 with the power of minus 1 upon 2 and dt. Now this function is not integrate right now because the derivative of the function is we don't have it, right? So we need to multiply and divide it by the derivative of the function. Now the derivative is present, that means now the function is ready to integrate. So velocity is equals to, the integral will be 2t plus 4. We are going to increase 1 in the power, so minus 1 upon 2 plus 1, it's 1 upon 2 divided by with the whole power 1 upon 2, and this 2 we have it is present here. Alright, and we have plus c. So 2 and 2 cancel, so the leftover part for velocity is 2t plus 4 power 1 upon 2 plus c. For c, the condition we have is when velocity is 9, t equals to 6. So I'm going to place the value when velocity is 9. The value of t it's 6, 2 6 are 12 plus 4 with the power 1 upon 2 plus c. 12 plus 4 16, root is 4. So 9 equals to 4 plus c, and you got the value of c, it is equals to 5. So the expression for velocity now we have its velocity equals to 2t plus 4 with the power 1 upon 2 plus 5. Now it says find the velocity of p at time t seconds. So that is your final answer. At time t second the velocity will be 2t plus 4 root plus 5. After that, part 2. Given that s is equals to 1 over 3 when t equals to 6, find the displacement of p at time t. Alright, so for this part we need the function of velocity. It's 2t plus 4 power 1 upon 2 plus 5. We need to integrate the function to find out the expression for displacement. So integral of velocity is displacement equals to 2t plus 4 cannot be integrated right now. We need the derivative of this function, which is 2. Now the derivative part is present with the function. That means now the function is ready to integrate. You need to add 1 in the power, so it will be 2t plus 4. When you add 1 upon 2 plus 1, it's 3 upon 2 divided by whole power 3 upon 2, and this 2 is present here. Alright, and the integral of 5, it will be 5t, and the constant we need to introduce, it's d, because c we have picked in the previous part. Alright, so this 2 and 2 cancel, so the leftover part we have, it's 2t plus 4 with the power of 3 upon 2 divided by 3 plus 5t plus d equals to s. Now we need to find out the value of d, and for that part we have the value for s and t given in the question. So when s is 1 over 3, you have the value of t, that is 6. So 2 6 are 12, 12 plus 4 divided by 3, not whole power, it's in the numerator only, power 3 divided by 2 plus 5t, 5 6 are 30 plus d. Alright, so we have 12 plus 4, so 12 plus 4 is 16, and 16 to the power 3 divided by 2 divided by 3 equals to 1 over 3 plus 30 plus d. Now 16 to the power 3 upon 2 means it's 4 square to the power 3 upon 2 cancels, 4 cubes are 64. So we have 16 power 3 upon 2, it's 64 divided by 3 plus 30 equals to 1 upon 3, and we have plus d. We can find out the value of d here, so it's 1 over 3 minus 64 over 3 minus 30 equals to d. The LCM we have, it's 3, so it's 1 minus 64 minus 90 equals to d. So 1 minus 64, it's minus 63. Minus 63 minus 90, it's minus 153 divided by 3 equals to d. When you solve it, you will get the value of d, and it is equals to 51 with the negative sign. Alright, so it's negative 51, the value of d. After that, the final expression for displacement we have, it's this one, right? No, yes, this one. So that will be s is equals to 2t plus 4 divided by 3 power 3 divided by 2 plus 5t minus 51. That is your answer. It's question number 8. The question says a curve has equation y equals to 2 minus under root 3 x squared plus x minus 1. The x coordinate of a point A on the curve is this one. Show that the coordinates of A can be written in the form of p plus q root 3 r plus s root 3, where p, q, r and s are integers. At first I'm going to pick the x coordinate, and that is equals to x equals to under root 3 plus 1 divided by 2 minus under root 3. I need to simplify, means that I need to apply the rationalizing here. So that will be 2 plus root 3 divided by 2 plus root 3. The rule is very simple, that you need to multiply with the denominator but with opposite sign. Alright. So now the numerator will be 2 times root 3, it's 2 under root 3 plus root 3 is 3 plus 2 ones are 2 plus root 3 into 1, it's root 3 divided by, in the denominator it will be an identity of a square minus b square, where a is 1 and b is under root 3. In the numerator we have 2 root 3 plus under root 3 plus 5 divided by, in the denominator we have 2 square is 4 and minus root 3 square is 3. So now in the numerator we have 3 under root 3 plus 5 divided by 4 minus 3 is 1. So that is my x value. Alright. And if you compare with the given coordinate, it's p plus q root 3. So I can say that p plus q under root 3. So you will get the value of p is equals to 5 and q equals to 3. Alright. For the value of 5, we have the equation of 5, which is equals to y equals to 2 minus under root 3. And we have x square plus x minus 1. Instead of x, we are going to place the value of x which we had find out. It's 3 under root 3 plus 5, 3 under root 3 plus 5. Alright, so now it will be 2 minus under root 3, and now it is an identity of a square plus 2ab plus b square. So 3 under root 3 whole square is equals to 9, and root 3 square is 3, so 9 3s are 27. So now it's 27 plus 2 3s are 6, 5 are 30 under root 3 plus 5 square is 25 plus 3 under root 3 plus 5 minus 1 equals to y. We need to simplify this equation. So firstly it will be 2 minus under root 3. 27 plus 25, it's 7 plus 5, it's 12. 2 2s are 4 and 52 plus 30 under root 3 plus 3 under root 3 plus 4. Now we can multiply the brackets here. So 52 times 2, it will be 104 plus 30 times 2, it will be 60 under root 3 plus minus minus, it's 52 under root 3 plus minus minus, it's 33s are 90 because root 3 and root 3 will be 3 plus 3 under root 3 plus 4. Alright, now we can simplify the equation. So firstly I will solve out the numbers only, and the numbers we have, it's 104 minus 90 and plus 4. So the number we have, it's 18 plus. Now the numbers we have with the root 3 is 60, 52 and 3. So 60 minus 52, it's 8, and 8 plus 3, it's 11. So you got 11 under root 3. And if you compare it with your given coordinate of y, that is r plus s under root 3. So the value of r is 18 and the value of s is 11, and that is your answer. In part B, it says find the x coordinate of the stationary point on the curve. Give your answer in the form of a plus b root 3, where a and b are rational numbers. Alright, so the curve equation we have, it's y equals to bracket 2 minus under root 3 x square plus x minus 1. We need to find out the stationary point, and the condition for a stationary point is dy over dx equals to 0. So first we need to find out derivative of y. So dy over dx equals to 2 minus under root 3, and the derivative of x square, it will be 2x, derivative of x, it's 1, and derivative of 1, it will be 0. Alright, now you can multiply these two. 2 2s are 4x minus 2x under root 3 plus 1. Since we are looking for a stationary point, dy by dx is 0, so we are going to place the value 0 here, and now we are going to solve the equation. So 0 equals to, you can take common here, that will be 2x, inside the bracket it will be 2 minus under root 3 and plus 1 as it is. We are looking for the value of x. So firstly I will shift the positive 1 on the left side. It will be minus 1 equals to 2x times 2 minus under root 3, and I can say that it's minus 1 divided by 2 minus under root 3 equals to 2x, and finally I can say that minus 1 divided by 2 2s are 4 minus 2 under root 3 equals to x. I need to find out the value of x, so I need to apply the method of crystallizing here. So multiply and divide it by 4 plus 2 root 3, 4 plus 2 under root 3. When you multiply the numerator, it will be minus 4 minus 2 under root 3, and for denominator that will be an identity of a square minus b square. It will be 4 square is 16 minus 2 root 3 square. So if you solve 2 under root 3 square, it will be 2 square is 4, root 3 square it's 3, 4 3s are 12, so it's 12, right? In the numerator we have minus 4 minus 2 under root 3, in the denominator it's 12. From the numerator we can take common, and that is minus 2, inside the bracket it's 2 plus under root 3 divided by 4. You can simplify, so it's minus 2 plus under root 3 divided by 2, that is your answer. But we need to define our answer in terms of a plus b under root 3. So if I do the separation of LCM, so it's minus 2 over 2 minus under root 3 over 2, cancel. So you have minus 1 minus under root 3 over 2. If you compare it with a plus b root 3, so you will get the value of a, that is minus 1, and the value of b, it's minus 1 upon 2, and that is your answer. It's question number 9. The question says write 6xy plus 3y plus 4x plus 2 in the form of ax plus b and cy plus d. It's very simple. We need to take common here. So in these two terms I can take common, and it's 3x inside the bracket, not 3x, in fact it's 3 and y. So inside the bracket we have 2x plus 1, and here I can take common, it's 2, inside the bracket it's 2x plus 1. Again we can take common, it's 2x plus 1 and 3y plus 2. So if you compare it with ax plus b times cy plus 2, so you will get the value of a, it's 2, b it's 1, c it's 3, and 2 it's d equals to 2. Alright, that is your first answer. After that, hence solve the equation 6 sine theta cos theta plus 3 cos theta plus 4 sine theta plus 2 equals to 0. Now if you compare this question with the previous question, so you can observe that 6 is same. Instead of x we have sine theta, instead of y we have cos theta, plus 3y is cos theta, 4x is sine theta. So the question is more or less same in the first part. So what we need to do, we need to take common here, and in these two parts the common we have, it's 3 cos theta, inside the bracket it's 2 sine theta plus 1, and here the common is 2, inside the bracket it's 2 sine theta plus 1 equals to 0. Again we can take common, that will be 2 sine theta plus 1, and the leftover part we have, it's 3 cos theta plus 2 equals to 0. We need to equate both of them individually, so it's 2 sine theta plus 1 equals to 0, and we have 3 cos theta plus 2 equals to 0. Alright, now we need to solve these two individually. So let's start with 2 sine theta plus 1, so it will be sine theta equals to minus 1 upon 2. This negative sign indicates that the quadrant lies in the third quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. Alright, so we need to find out the value of alpha. Alpha is sine inverse of 1 upon 2, which gives you the value of 30 degree. So if you plot the alpha in third and fourth quadrant, so that is your alpha for third and fourth, and theta for the third quadrant it will be 210, and for the fourth quadrant it will be 330. Similarly, if you consider about the cos theta, so 3 cos theta equals to minus 2, and cos theta equals to minus 2 over 3. The negative sign indicates that theta lies either in the second quadrant or in the third quadrant. Alright, so first we need to find the value of alpha here, so it's cos inverse of 2 divided by 3. Alpha we get, it's 48.2 degree. Alright, once you got the value of alpha, we can easily plot the quadrants here, it's second and third. So for the second quadrant, theta it's 180 minus 48.2, and for the third quadrant it's 180 plus 48.2. So when you subtract 48.2 from 180, you will get theta it's 131.8, and 180 plus 48.2 gives you the value of 228.2. The final answers we are getting, it's theta equals to 131.8, 210, 228.2, and 330. These are the final values for theta. Alright, it's June 2021, paper 1-1, question number 9, part B. Solve the equation. We have 1 over 2 sec. The angle we have, it's 2 phi plus pi over 4 equals to 1 upon under root 3, and the range we have from minus pi phi till pi, where phi is in radians. That unit is for the representation for angle. Gives your answer in terms of pi. Before starting this question, make sure that your calculator is in radian mode. Alright, so first thing I need to find out the value of sec. So I will do sec, the angle is same, that is 2 psi plus pi over 4 equals to this 2. When you shift on the right side it will be multiply, so that will be 2 divided by under root 3. Alright, sec is the reversal of cos, so that means it's cos 2 psi plus pi over 4 equals to, and the reciprocal of 2 upon root 3 equals to root 3 upon 2. Now before finding the angle alpha, base angle, we first highlight the quadrants here. So cos is positive, it means that theta lies either in the first quadrant or in the fourth quadrant. Alright, and now we are going to start from alpha, and alpha is cos inverse of under root 3 divided by 2, and the value of alpha we got in terms of radian, it's pi over 6 radians. Alright, once you got the value of theta alpha, now the theta is in either in the first quadrant or in the fourth quadrant. Alright, so the alpha we have, it's this one, right, and this one. So theta for the first part, it's alpha. For the first quadrant it's alpha, and alpha is pi over 6, and for the last quadrant, the fourth quadrant, it will be 2 pi minus alpha, it's pi over 6. Now the range of the question is not same, right? It's from minus pi to pi. The angle in question we have, it's 2 psi plus pi over 4 for the lower limit. When I place the value of phi, that is negative pi, so that will be 2 minus pi plus pi over 4. Alright, so minus 2 pi, after LCM it will be minus 8 pi plus pi over 4, so you will get minus 7 pi over 4. So that is the lowest value we have, and for the highest value it will be 2 pi plus pi over 4, so that leads to the value of 9 pi over 4. So the range we have in this question, 2 psi plus pi over 4, the lowest range we have, it's minus 7 pi over 4, and the highest is 9 pi over 4. Alright, that means that now we have a clockwise movement as well. I find out the numeric value of these two, and now we can say that if we have a value lesser than or equals to negative 5.5, so we need to go in the clockwise direction, right? We have a value of pi over 6, and pi over 6 is equals to in terms of decimal value, it's equals to 0.524 radian, right? So when you have value 0.524 which is lesser than minus 5.5, so it means we need to go in the clockwise direction as well. Alright, this diagram we travel in anti-clockwise because theta is positive. So for the first quadrant we have theta is equals to pi over 6, and for the fourth quadrant, which I have written here, theta equals to, the LCM is 6 is to the 12 pi minus pi, it's 11 pi over 6 for the positive one. And when we have theta for the negative, or you can say clockwise only, this one, for this quadrant theta is in this direction, right, that is theta. So the value of theta is equals to minus alpha, and that is pi over 6 radians. Alright, for the positive one we have the value 7.07, right? The complete revolution we have, it's 2 pi, and 2 pi equals to 6.284, meaning of what I'm saying is that when you do a complete revolution, the angle is 6.284, but the value we have for the upper side is 7.07. That means we are going to continue the revolution here. Alright, the alpha we have, it's 0.524. So if I add the value of 0.524, it is equals to 6.81, which is lesser than 7.07. That means this value will also be included. Alright, so when you again take the second revolution, you will get the angle, it's 2 pi plus your base angle pi over 6, which is equals to 13 pi over 6, and that is again your angle for the anti-clockwise movement. That means we have 4 angles in this question: first, second, third and fourth, right? But this is not the final answer because the angle we have in the question, it's 2 psi plus pi over 4. So I'm going to write down 2 psi plus pi over 4, and the angle I got here is minus pi over 4 first one, after that pi over 6 second one, after that 11 pi over 6, and the last one 13 pi over 6. Now I need to solve them one by one, and that is minus pi over 6, not 4. So it's minus pi over 6. All right, I'm going to pick the first one. All right, the first one we have, it's 2 psi plus pi over 4 equals to minus pi over 6. Shift pi over 4 on the right side, so it's minus pi over 6 minus pi over 4, and you take LCM, it's 24, and in the numerator it's minus 4 pi minus 6 pi equals to 2 psi. Alright, so you have minus 10 pi over 24 equals to 2 psi. 2 ones are 2 and 2 fives are 10. So the first value of psi, it's minus 5 pi over 24. Similarly, we are going to pick for the second one, and that is pi over 6 again. So it's 2 psi plus pi over 4 equals to pi over 6. Same method, 2 psi equals to pi over 6 minus pi over 4. Taking LCM, it's 24. 4 pi minus 6 pi leads to minus 2 pi divided by 24 equals to 2 psi. 2 and 2 cancel. So the second answer is minus pi over 24 with the angle pi over 6. After that, we are going to pick 11 pi over 6 with the same working. 2 psi plus pi over 4 equals to 11 pi over 6. Again, with the solving like the method we have done in the previous two, you will get the value of psi, and that is equals to 19 over 24 pi. And for the last one, when you pick 13 pi over 6, the equation we have 2 psi plus pi over 4 equals to 13 pi over 6. You will get the value of psi, and that is equals to 23 pi over 24. So these four are your final answer for psi, and that is the completion of this question. Alright, it's question number 10 from the topic circular measure. Diagram shows a shaded shape. The arc AB is the major arc of a circle, center O, radius 10. The line AB is of length 15 and the line OC is of length 25, and the length of AC and BC are equal. So you have equal length of AC and BC. Show that the angle AOB is 1.70. So first you need to find out the angle AOB, and you need to show that it's 1.70 radians. So to find out this angle, we are consider the smaller part here, and let's say this angle is x, right? So this length, it will be half of 15, it's 7.5, all right, and the hypotenuse we have, it's 10. So now you need to find out the value of x here. We can apply sine, so it will be sine x is equals to opposite 7.5 divided by 10. So 7.5 divided by 10 and sine inverse. Make sure that your calculator is in radian mode. So x is equals to 0.848, right? We need to find out the total angle, so you need to multiply it by 2. So when you multiply it by 2, you will get the value of theta, which is equals to 1.696 radian, which is you need to show in the first part. After that, it says find the perimeter of the shaded shape. For perimeter, what length we need? We need this arc length here, right? The yellow shaped boundary. We need these two lengths here as well. That is the perimeter of the shaded region. For the arc length, the working formula we have is S is equals to R theta. All right. So what is the value of theta here? The theta we are looking for the arc length is that opposite one, right? For the total angle we have, it's I'm talking about theta here. So total angle we have, it's 2 pi, and inside the angle which we had find out, it's 1.70. All right, so 2 into 3.142 minus 1.70 gives you the value of 4.584 radians. All right, once you have the value of theta, you can apply S is equals to, The value of radius we have, it's 10 times theta is what? It's 4.584. So when you multiply, it will be 45.84. That is the arc length marked in the yellow pen, right? After that, we need to find out the length of BC and AC, which are equal. We can find out the length of BC by using Pythagoras, but first we need to find out this length, because 25 length from C to the point O. Alright, so let's suppose I'm going to mark the point P here. So I need to find out the value of OP, which I can easily find by using Pythagoras. So if I apply Pythagoras on OP, so it will be equals to 10 square equals to 7.5 square plus OP square. The length of OP, it will be 10 square is 100 minus 7.5 square, and then root of it gives you the value of OP, it's 6.614. Alright. Now the total length we have, it's 25 minus 6.614. So you will get 18.4. Alright, 18.4. So the length from C to P we have it's 18.4, and now you can apply Pythagoras to find out the length of B and C. So it's BC square equals to 18.4 square plus 7.5 square, and then root of it to find out the value of B and C. You will get the value of BC, and that is equals to 19.86. And now for the perimeter part, we need to add the length of arc length of AB plus arc length of BC plus length of AC. I'm going to place the values here. So the arc length of AB we have, it's 45.84 plus the length of BC is 19.86, and BC and AC are equal. Adding all these values, you will get the total perimeter, and it's 85.6. That is your answer. Alright, now in the last part, we need to find out the area of the shaded portion. So firstly, I will write down the working formula to find out area of the shaded portion. There are three areas. The first one is area of sector. Alright. The second one is area of triangle, and the third one is area of triangle as well. Now there are two triangles. You can see that it's a small triangle, right? And this one is a large triangle. So there are two triangles. For first one, we need to find out area of sector. So working formula is 1 upon 2 r square and theta, right? So the value for r square, it's 10, and the value of theta, which we have, it's 4.584 plus. If we are going to find out the area of this triangle, this one, right? So the working formula we have, it's 1 upon 2 base. Base is the total value, which is 15, and height is the length of OP, which we had find previously. It's 6.614. So it's 6.614 plus. The next area is area of ABC. The working formula is 1 upon 2 base into height. The base value we have, again, it's 15 from A to B. And the height, the value of C to P, we had find it's 18.4. As you can see here, we had find in the previous part. Alright, so the numeric value of half r square theta, it's 229.2. The numeric value of 1 upon 2 base into height is 49.6, and the last one is 138. When you add all those together, you will get final answer of 417, and that is the total area.